What Hannity just nicknamed Jeff Zucker will haunt him for the rest of his life by US4Trump.com. Sean Hannity blasted CNN President Jeff Zucker, the king of fake news, Thursday night, coining him with a new nickname. This comes after their continuous non-stop coverage of Stormy Daniels. What a crock. The fake news cable outlet, who was previously named by Sean Hannity the Crap Hole Network, has now named Jeff Zucker the Porn King. And rightfully so. Zucker deserves it. 24/7 Trump derangement syndrome. Hannity started with a graphic behind him featuring a photo of Jeff Zucker with the words King of Porn. He compared the media's coverage of former President Bill Clinton's past sexual scandals to the current coverage of President Donald Trump. Hannity said CNN's new obsession, and we might have a brand new name for their leader, their chief, their CEO, Jeff Zucker, the porn king of cable news. Of course, porn king Jeff Zucker over at the Bleep Hole Network. They're not alone in their Stormy obsession. ABC, NBC also featuring saturated coverage of this story. The same level of media interest was not present back in the early 1990s when then President Bill Clinton was accused of having multiple extramarital affairs and even worse, engaging in serious incidents of sexual misconduct, Hannity added. CNN has become tabloid TV, 100% garbage and fake news. Let's take a listen. But it's true if they're covering
breaking news, opening monologue. All right, but we begin tonight with more fake news from CNN. This time it is spewing from the lips of the Clinton News Network president. His name is Jeff Zucker. And according to The Hollywood Reporter, Zucker recently blasting Fox News' quote, a propaganda machine and state-run TV. Now, by the way, Fox News, like every newspaper in the country, they have a sports page, they have a news page, a gossip page, and they have an editorial page. Oh, opinion programming. He even went on to say that this network does, quote, a disservice to the country. Now, this is coming from the man whose so-called cable news station, CNN, is literally nicknamed the Bleep Hole Network because they have an obsession with the word. You might remember this.
Is there a difference if the president said, whole house? Do you think these countries are holes?
Donald Trump has turned the Oval Office into a hole.
Holders built this country 110 years ago.
In addition to the president's comments yesterday, a few more.
Whole countries.
Whole
Country. Rich, do you have any example of any whole country that the president referred to that is predominantly Caucasian?
Polish holes.
Holders. I work for Holder. I'm proud to be a Holder.
I never in a million years thought I would be saying hole on television.
Jeff Zucker's Bleep Hole Network, well, they also have a new obsession. Basically, soft-core pornography. From the nonstop coverage of Stormy Daniels to the constant speculation about an alleged affair between Trump and a porn star, if you're looking for 24/7, never-ending, looped-around, porn-related news, CNN fake news, they have you covered. Take a look.
This could be the last nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Stormy Daniels is causing stormy weather.
Porn star Stormy Daniels claims President Trump broke the law, had her bullied.
Does Stormy Daniels have the president's number? It sure seems that way.
President Trump might have met his match with Stormy Daniels.
How is Stormy weathering this?
Stormy speaks.
We're hearing quite a bit from Stormy Daniels.
Stormy, in her own words, isn't going anywhere.
Stormy Daniels has a good lawyer. The porn star Stormy Daniels was telling the truth.
Stormy Daniels is on a tear.
Quick preview of Stormy Daniels' interview this Sunday.
Breaking news that Stormy Daniels.
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 The reason he can't engage with Stormy Daniels is because she's got his number.
It's about an alleged affair, not proven, and of course, very different from Bill Clinton and Juanita Broaddrick, Kathleen Willey, and of course, Paula Jones. But CNN's obsessive 24/7 coverage doesn't end with Stormy Daniels. They're also now giving a former Playboy playmate, Karen McDougal. They're giving her plenty of airtime. And again, we're talking about potentially alleged consensual relationships. And we're going to compare how they covered, assaults and exposing oneself and even rape with Bill Clinton. All this effort, of course, in this case, to destroy Donald Trump. Take a look.
So when was the next communication?
I believe we talked right away on the phone, and I think we talked for about a week on the phone before his next visit to LA. And that was his birthday, which I think is June 12th.
Would he call you?
He would call me, I would call him, vice versa.
CNN's new obsession. And we might have a brand new name for their leader, their chief, their CEO, Jeff Zucker, the porn king of cable news. And of course, porn king Jeff Zucker and his colleagues over at the Bleep Hole Network, they're not alone in their stormy obsession. NBC, ABC, CBS, and others also featuring saturated coverage of this story. Now, predictably, the same level of media interest was not present back in the early 1990s when then-President Bill Clinton was accused of having multiple extramarital affairs and, even worse, engaging in serious instances of sexual misconduct. By the way, in the case of Jennifer Flowers, she was proven right, but I remember James Carville, he worked and he was one of the people talking about it, or dragging a dollar through a trailer park about Paula Jones. Remember Paula Jones? She accused Bill Clinton of literally pulling down his pants and exposing himself. And according to the Media Research Center, in the first 3 days of that scandal, ABC provided a whopping 16 seconds of coverage. NBC, CBS, they ignored it. And next there's the case of Kathleen Willey. She said that Bill Clinton groped, grabbed, fondled, touched, kissed her against her will inside the Oval Office. That story breaks. How's your fake news handle it? ABC ignores it. NBC, CBS gave it a whopping 34 seconds of coverage, again, according to the Media Research Center. CNN, meanwhile, they dedicated 26 seconds of coverage during their evening newscast. Then, of course, you have the serious allegation of rape, Juanita Broaddrick. And I interviewed Juanita Broaddrick, one of the toughest interviews I ever did. This surfaced first in 1998. Media Research Center tells us ABC, CBS totally ignored the breaking story. NBC aired 7 minutes of coverage, but not before initially spiking its pre-taped interview with Juanita Broaddrick. Now, this proves what I have been saying about journalism since, 2007 or 8? It's dead and buried in this country.
Yeah.
We'll have more on this later in the show. Also tonight, John Dowd, the lead lawyer for President Trump's legal team for dealing with Robert Mueller's witch hunt, has resigned. And just a few hours ago, Fox has confirmed that Victoria Tunsing will be joining the president's legal team. And President Trump is also breaking news tonight, saying that he would like to do a sit-down with the special counsel. Let's delve into this.
Well, that would have been interesting to watch too. But Hannity has a point, and he says CNN, it's the Clinton News Network. We have it. We have it as the Clinton News Network. That's it. That's basically the bottom line. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Sorry about that. And again, thank you so much for watching.